Kept a little with Christopher Rich. He has 3 more RBIs today after a pretty good performance in the North Final too.
Yeah, he had a great North Final. What a great swing of the ball here. I think a lot of people thought it was out, but that's puts a good swing of the ball there. Plates 2 runs for us in a big inning there. Puts 5 more up. Bases loaded walk. He's a smart kid, strong kid, tough kid. Really figured out his swing the last 3 weeks, and it was huge for us today.
Coach, in that 3rd inning, Joe has the 2 walks and the hit by pitch to load the bases. You go out for the mound visit. He strikes the 4-hitter out on 3 pitches. What'd you say to him out there to kind of calm him down?
Oh, man, we don't talk baseball when we go to the mound. We just kind of try to calm everybody down, understand the situation, and, Joe's got it. Joe's got it. It's basically go out there, just take a deep breath and refocus, and he did the job.
How important was it to get out of that with the no runs and keep all the momentum, stay up by 5 there? They could have come cut deep into that lead.
Yeah, I mean, that's big. That's one single makes it 5-2, and then you don't know what's going to happen after that. So him just buckling down, trusting his mechanics, and really, getting ahead of guys in that later half of that inning there was key. And we trust Mike behind the dish wholeheartedly. We've called pitches for 8 years. This is the first year we haven't called pitches, and Mike Manny won a state championship doing that, so it's pretty damn good.
TJ, swipe it home for Tommy. I mean, obviously, their dugout is looking right at it. It takes some guts and some faith to execute a play like that. I mean, just walk me through what went into deciding to do that, and obviously knowing that Tommy could pull it off.
Every time Tommy gets a third, he says he's got it. Every single time. He's done it once last year. We practice it, weekly. He gave me the look, and we talked to Will about it. Will was totally fine with it, and he stole that pretty easily. In the first inning of the state championship, that kind of sets the tone of, we're here, we mean business.
I mean, you go back 2 years ago when you're new and you're teaching some of these guys your philosophy. I'm sure some of them were probably looking at you like it took some getting used to, and now 2 years later, I mean, they can pull that off in the state final. What does that say about the last 2 years when you guys have been able to accomplish?
It's all about those guys, man.
Yeah.
They trust in themselves, they trust in each other. And, we're just kind of moving pieces around every once in a while, trying to stay out of the way, not trying to make mistakes. And those guys got to go out and win a 10-2 game.
It's going to make things a little easier on you, scoring the 5 runs in the first inning, and then you get to score 5 more in the 4th. Takes a little bit of the stress out of the late innings here.
I don't have to play, so those guys go out there and they work their butts off every single day of practice, and they've been waiting for this game for a long time, and they performed. They did a great job, and they deserve all the credit in the world.
You guys scored a good few runs today with no contact with the bases loaded. Walks, hit batsmen. I mean, obviously they can't do anything about the hit batsmen, but
right.
What do you think about scoring those runs without even making contact?
It's patient at bats there.
Yeah.
Early in the season, we might have swung a couple of pitches up in the zone,
right.
But understanding what's at stake and big ballpark, we're going to get on base in it when we possibly can. Having the leadoff guy on in the first 4 innings, I think it was, really set the tone because the guy had to work out the stretch a lot. Our scouts said he was a little bit slow at the plate, so we took advantage of some stolen bases and the guys in good position.
Right.
How motivated?
Rich, he really whacked one out there. You talked the other day. He's been like that this year, as indicative of your depth offensively. What do you think about that hit? I think it was a 2-run.
Yeah, 2-run double there. I mean, he's a big, strong kid. He'd hit the middle of the lineup for a lot of other teams, and he's hitting 7 for us, which was a huge bonus for us this year. Puts a good swing on the ball. Put good swings in the ball last game. Bases loaded walk. He's worked his butt off to be in the starting lineup, and he deserves to be there.
Mike Manny behind the plate, calling for Joe and Will. What do you think about what he's done this year?
Stud, man. He's an absolute stud. He's put on a ton of weight, got himself in good baseball shape. He's going to make college team very, very happy. He's going down to UTampa, and that kid deserves to get a shot.
Any other guys playing college?
Joe's going to UMass Amherst. Will's going to UMass Amherst. Tommy's going to Southern Maine, and Mike's going to UTampa.
How motivated were these guys, from not getting the nomination for Super 8?
I mean, that's something that when they told us we're in the running, we had to kind of discuss it as a team. If this is an option, this could possibly happen. We need to be aware of it. But hey, these guys wanted to win a title. They wanted a trophy. They handed us that trophy up at the Latcher last week, and it was cool and stuff. But we weren't interested in that. We were interested in that D2 championship, which is something that eluded us last year. And that was our focus this year.
Is it sort of some sort of motivation going into the postseason? Like, hey, we got something to prove here.
We're certainly here to prove that we're one of the better teams in the state.
Yeah.
I think that display of these guys going out and playing baseball, man, maybe get some people talking.